morning. How are we doing, guys? See, I forgot to tag everyone. Nobody will turn up if I do that. There we go. Brilliant. Do. Good morning to anyone who's joining us. Don't forget to give us a little comment. Let's have a chat. See how you're doing. Morning, Brett. How we doing, buddy? You well? So we're on Nasdaq, 1 minute time frame. And we trade in alpha zones. Had quite a lovely move up this morning. Some lovely trades on the way up. Be a little bit patient. So as we're trading alpha zones, we're going to be looking for a few things. Nice and simple though. Our grey boxes are what's called our 1 hour alpha zones. Amazing. So we've got our 1 hour alpha zones, which are our higher time frame. So these basically tell us the formation of the hour. They give us an idea of what the hourly candle's doing. So if we're coming above, we're bullish. If we're below it, we're bearish. And if we're trending, like our alpha zones are open above, we can give you a visual representation of that just so you can see. Look, up, up. Gives us a good idea that we are currently still bullish. Have leveled out a little bit here. So we want our alpha zones to be above. And we're looking for our traffic lights, which are, if I zoom in for you so you can see, these dots at the bottom, they look like a line, but they are dots. So we're looking for these to both be green if we're looking for a bullish trade, and both be red if we're looking for a bearish trade. See if I can grab that, because I think, there we go. There we go. Yeah. So we want our 1 hour alpha zone to be above or below, depending on what trade we're looking for. 2 traffic lights, and we're looking for a signal. So just to give you an example. So here they were level. They look like it's gone below, but it's pretty much level. If we zoom right in, It's almost exact, and there's a couple of points difference there, but it's almost level. So that doesn't give us any real true indication of bullishness or bearishness. However, we were bullish. But what it does do is it takes the high of the previous hour. So that's a great indication. Statistically, it takes the high of the previous hour. You've got about a 70% chance it'll carry on. So that would mean that we would be looking for an entry here. So I enter with a stop order. So for those of you who don't know what a stop order is. Morning Amrit, morning Bugzilla. Good morning Thamicha. How are we all doing? Thanks for joining. Don't forget to give us a like on the stream, guys. Let's try and get this out to as many people as possible early on. If you're not already subscribing, do subscribe and you'll get a little notification when I'm going live. So I enter with a stop order. So with a stop order, that means, smooth this out of the way, let's get you right in. That means that this entry here, I would put my entry point just above this candle. So I'm not entering as soon as this closes, I'm putting a stop order on, and what a stop order basically means is I'm waiting for price to go through it. So I don't enter straight away, I wait for price to push through, and it will sit there and the order will wait until price comes from this side to this side. The opposite of a limit order, where price is going to come down, tap it and then go. So it's going to go from one side to the other, and that's to give support to our theory that price will go in this direction. So we get volume pushing it through. It also means if we get those horrible instant reversals that we're not in them. So if price, say, opens, we get an entry signal here, and then price opens here on the next candle and then goes the other way, we're not already in. And we're using a swing close, and by a swing close, what do I mean? I mean this, we've got a swing low here, and I'm just going to go below my swing low. And I'm going to be looking for a minimum of 1R. So there you go. It's about 10 minutes. Would have got us 1R. Would have gone current price up to 3R. It's where you could have held your traffic lights. So holding the trade, maybe taking some profits on the way up. But nice and easy in regards to understanding. And the same with this one. Our swing low is a little bit tighter. That was a bigger candle actually. So there we go. So there's our swing low on that one. Stop order above. Stop loss below swing low. And there's 1R. 2R. And again, before we got this choppy price action that we're currently sat in at the open of the queue, get another one here. Entry above, stop below. There's 1.3R. So all the way up here, last couple of hours. Process has been nice and simple. Keeps us in. So right now, I'm looking for, you can see our trend is, our trending state is bullish here. Alpha zones are above. We've got our Q here, which is the ticker that maps the Nasdaq. Really important level. So just have to bide our time. So if we're going to look for longs, all we need, really, is a signal because everything else is aligned. Discord. So we've got our traffic lights. And our alpha zones are in line. So for us to get a short, we'd be wanting it to break below here. So I'm not going to take a trade directly into the queue. If it was down the bottom end of the queue and our traffic lights were red, I'd still want to be below the queue. And the reason I want to be below the queue is because the queue is the line where it would have taken the low of the previous hour, and our current low of this hour is here, which is literally the bottom of the queue. So for me to get a short, I don't want to be taking shorts on a bullish alpha zone. As we can see, it's up here. I don't want to be taking a short unless it's taken the low of the previous hour, because then I've got conviction that it'll go in the right direction for me. But we're just going to have to wait and see. Can you see how it works on gold? Yeah, you can see gold. Gold's going to be slightly different on. I don't trade a lot of gold, is my honest answer. But what you'll find with gold is you'll get a lot of this. It's a little bit more up and down in regard to the alpha zones. But as you can see from a signals perspective, the big money traffic lights are not as prominent with gold. I would be more looking at highs and lows on previous hour. But the gold signals are excellent. They're a little bit simpler to understand because a lot of them just play out. As you can see, they just, if you were looking for 1 hour trades, you will get the odd loss. But from a consistency point of view, what we're looking at there, so here that one's still in, so we can't really judge that one. That one's still in, so we can't really judge that one. But yes, win, 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 win. So that's 5. There's a loss. 6, 7, 8, 9. There's a loss. 10. Yeah, you definitely got a loss there. Although, I have to say, I don't like taking a signal after it's done that on the last minute of the hour. Yeah, so there are a couple of losses, but as you can see, again, so there's a couple more. So you've got 3 losses there, and what, 11, 12, 13, 4 losses, 14, 15. Trading right into a zone there, I'm not taking that. 16, might be a loss. 17. Yeah, so from a gold point of view, The signals aren't too frequent that you're going to get chopped up. However, they are frequent enough that getting an alert on them will help. You're very welcome, mate. What I want to see... Oh, I'm still on gold here. A minute. So what we're looking for on gold there. Q's not as prominent on gold, but... It's been nice and trendy, and then we're getting a little bit of chop, so... Similar price action on Nasdaq. But often after a nice big move up like this, and it's trended, we can get a little bit of this sideways action. Where are we on our 4 hour? So obviously these are only our 1 hour alpha zones, but alpha zones does track all your time frames. So I know we're on daylight savings in the US, and we haven't flipped yet till the end of March, so we are slightly out of sync. So there is our 4 hour below. Okay, yeah. So this is the last 5 minutes of our 4 hour, which is good, because that means that we've got a good likelihood that we could get some movement in 5 minutes time, and hopefully push in one of the directions. So we will get a new 4 hour open up around here. Where are we on our daily? So our daily alpha zone opened here. So we're bullish on the daily, we're bullish on the Q, we're bullish on our 4 hour, we're bullish on our hourly, bullish on our traffic lights. Common theme here, isn't it? So yeah, so let's Charles, thanks for subscribing, buddy. Much appreciated. Welcome to Alpha Zones. So with everything bullish, I would be looking to take a long. I'd need quite a few bits to change for me to take a short. Currently still tapping. So what are you guys trading today? You trading Nasdaq? Any crazy bastards trading oil? Don't be shy. Excuse me. So we are getting another push down into our 1 hour alpha zone, back into our Q. It's such a strong level here. We've got the Q daily here. Usually if it's going to go through, it'll go through with some conviction. I wonder what it's going to do. I just feel like there's such a move up yesterday afternoon. We stayed around that area, so finally pushed up. So what we do have is on our queue. So while this is pushing down, we're not getting along any minute soon. Our traffic lights are changing, so let's hang fire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over to our queue. Okay, so normal candles on the queue, and what you can see, we've got a gap. So we've got from here right down to here. We opened here, took some of this, and then we've come up. So we've got quite a large gap here on the queue, and the queue likes to fill its gaps. Now it is quite big, so let's have a little look at what looks like. Just throw it on the 5 minute. Yeah, so it's not too bad on the 5, so there you go. So on what Alpha Zones does for you as well, at least there is one of the indicators called important levels, and if I just zoom out a little bit, just put important levels on, we'll see below here is a way down. You can see is this area here says QQQ close, so that's where the Q closed. Q closed down here. Let's mark it on so I can turn my important levels off. Let's write it on. So here's our Q gap. Yeah, so all the way down here. If I pop on our alpha zones, you'll see our Q opened here. So we've got this big space. Now what I would say is, once the Q, if price gets below here, it does like to fill once it starts. So it may come down like this and bounce and bounce and bounce, and it may take until New York. But once it starts filling it, you'd expect that it fills it most of the time. Yeah, Joshua, you are right. Price action is slow. Pickles, stay away from oil, you crazy bastard. Right, so we've got our new 1 hour has opened, which is our new 4 hour as well. And we're coming below. Let's see if it's going to push below our Q. So we are getting a sell signal, but for multiple reasons I am not taking it. So I'm not taking it because my traffic lights don't align, first and foremost. Secondly, we haven't taken the low of the previous hour for me to have any further confidence. And our alpha zones were still, excuse me, were still bullish. So if we can get below the Q, then we might start to see this being a much deeper retracement. It wouldn't be the worst thing if it comes below, to be fair. Might come to the daily. We've got plenty of liquidity below and our Q gap, so we just need some structure in it to give us an entry, because we can't take this one. Well, I can't. The indicator is alpha zones. Hade Wars. I don't really know what to call you, but I'll just call you Hade Wars. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll pop a link in the chat for anyone who does want to have a look at it. They are paid indicators, guys. Where is it? There is it gone? Pin it to the chat. Not going to be pitching at you. It's there if you want to have a look. It's currently 40% off, so you get it for less than $150 for everything, for lifetime, one-off payment, all that. So yeah, that's what I use. That's what I built. There we go. So we're currently sat at the bottom of our 1 hour alpha zone, or 4 hour. See if it wants to get through. Does it want to get through the queue? We could see quite a plummet from the queue to the daily. The only bit I don't like, and is a bane of my life when it does this, is I really don't like when we end up in here. And this area can be a bit of a zone between the daily and the Q daily, and price can ricochet in between these for a while, and we can often see that it does that for a couple of hours until New York, so you've got to be careful. Need a bit of volume if it's going to get down though. So where are we all watching from? Drop us a comment, let us know. Looking for our 1 hour alpha zone to align, 2 traffic lights of the same colour and a signal. Now we have taken the low of our previous hour, so I wouldn't be worried about the 1 hour alpha zone now being in line. Now that it's taken the low. We don't have 2 traffic lights yet, and my entry was in the queue, so I can't take it, but if we get below now, if we can get a close above, I mean, if we can get a close below the queue, and then hopefully we can get a break. Z1, are you talking about this alpha zones thing again? Is that what you're going, the Pro from February, is that what you're going on about? Give me a second, let me have a look. The Alpha Zones Pro, you will, to go back further, you will need the other version, because the current version won't let you do it. Let me just have a little look, see if it's in your WAP for you to be able to have a look. Let's go. Right, so yeah, what I'll have to do, mate, is you haven't got the it was in the Discord, I think, but it's not in the WAP, so I'll need to get it added. I just need to figure out which one it is, and then you can go back further and have a look. But yeah, you can't go back further on that one. See if we can get a close below. Yeah, there is a historic version of the Alpha Zones Pro that will allow you to go back further, so I will get you access to that. See if we can come up, get a little close above our break here. That would allow me to get another sell signal below. Hopefully at that point then, our traffic light would have changed as well. There we go. Awfully wicky. It's not how I was hoping the 4 hour would open. It's awful when it's like that, when it's just this wick up, wick down, wick up, wick down. Have a little look. Not 15-minute. It's been really bullish since that massive drop on Friday. We're just gonna have to wait, guys. Just when you're waiting on the lines, it just feels like even a 1 minute candle's a 5 minute. It's so slow. But if we can get down, what I really would have liked is just a close above this before it went down, because then we could have got a sell signal here. But hopefully once it closes below here, we should start to get some movement. Right now we're just stuck in the Q zone. So we're staying here at the minute. Close at the top of the candle. See if we can get that break above into the 1 hour. And then a drop. That would be nice. Because what that would mean, if it closes here, so we close up here, then what you'll see is we'll get one of these, either a white or a gold break candle. And for us to get a sell signal, you have to have a bearish break candle before it at some point, because it has to have broke down to get a sell. So right now we've already had a sell, and we haven't had a breakdown. We've had a breakdown there and then a sell signal. So to get another one, we need a break up and then a breakdown, and then we can get another sell. So if it breaks above there, and then whatever the low is, it'll break down here. We can get a sell signal down here somewhere, but it didn't. then see if that had closed here and then did this, we could get a sell signal here. We've got 2 traffic lights. So which is a shame. It might just be another wick though, so. So that's a bit of a push down. We've had a close below. See if we can get similar. We can get it down and then close back up, tap in there, get that break candle and then come down. Then that'd be nice. Yeah, often when it comes through the queue, we'll want to just tap back in before it goes. Kilty, welcome my friend. Welcome to Alpha Zones. You got it yesterday. Amazing. Amazing. So, if we're going through our simplified process, how are you doing, Flo, my friend? Are you well? Going through our simplified process. Obviously, what I would say is, Kilty, there is a ton of videos in the WAP, loads of videos. Teaches you all about the alpha zones in real depth on how they form, why they're there, what they do, price action, market structure, the signals. There's tons. There's absolutely tons of great knowledge in there. So please do watch them when you get the time. It will help, and it will help your understanding of what we do at Max Algo a lot. But from a simplicity point of view, if you're learning at the minute, we've got our 1 hour alpha zones, which are 1 hour alpha zones. Be a little personal one, why not? So yeah, we've got our 1 hour alpha zones are sort of representation of the higher time frame without having to go and look at the higher time frame. So it opens, we end up with our zone forms early in the hour, and then if we're coming above, we know that we're going to be bullish. Or we've got a good chance of being bullish. Once we're above the alpha zone, we've got about a 70% chance of having a bullish hour. Here we go. So now we've closed below. So we're looking for our trending alpha zones. So above, above, above. If I just give you a visual representation, you'll see bullish, bullish, bullish. Now, we are below this 1 hour, so we're bearish on our hour. We're bearish on our Q. This is our 4 hour as well, so we're bearish on our 4 hour, and we're broke below our Q. And if anything, you'd think that there is a good chance, now that we're below here, some liquidity here, it's a good chance it could come and tap the daily. But we're looking for things to be in line. So we've taken the low of the previous hour, which means I don't mind that our alpha zone isn't bullish, isn't bearish, because we've taken the low of the previous hour. We've come below our Q, and our traffic lights are now red. So we've got everything to say we could take a short, but to get a short, we're going to need one of these white or gold candles to break up. See, just as I say, what I was saying about liking to tap into the queue. So what we could do with is a close above there. So it's not yet, it's not ready for that yet, but if it comes back up and closes above this green line, if you can see, that is our break line because this is our low. That's the reverse of our low candle. And that break line, a close above would mean we're getting a push here, and then we get a close below, and then we can get a sell signal again. So that's what we're looking for. Now that we're below our queue, only looking for sells below here as long as everything aligns. About 5 seconds left. Is it going to close above? No, it's not. That's a shame. Nearly. Just hoping, just want to get a break up. Obviously, as I mentioned earlier, we've got our Q gap below here. So now we're below. There's a good chance we could come down here. A real good chance. It may be that we mess around here because our daily alpha zone is here. So I'll be wary. I always get that wrong. I'd be wary, that's the one. I'd be wary of the daily and what that could mean, because we can often get rejection, and we can find that we can end up with a couple of hours where it can bounce in between these two. Would I trust this indicator for automatic execution, or is there still discretion required? There is still, in its current format, discretion required. To answer you plainly and honestly. I.e., you can't just take every signal. There has to be a level of education with it. Otherwise, I'd just build it into a bot. But I appreciate the question, DP Scatu. Appreciate it. So we've had our close above, which is great. So it doesn't mean we're going to get it, but if price now rejects and comes down, now we can get a sell signal. And obviously we've got a nice bit of room here between here and the daily. We've got our Q gap below. So it's still fighting with the Q. Don't forget to give us a like on the stream, guys, if you're getting any benefit. It might just tap into our 1 hour, but it's a long way up. Be nice to close back below the Q. She's not done yet. So for anyone who wasn't on yesterday's live, yesterday we went through our Asia session. Where are we? Monday. I didn't really trade New York yesterday. But our Asia session that we went through was a thing of beauty. After the oh goodness me. After the open, we just followed our process. And we were running down at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All multi-R trades. A lot of them where you can hold the traffic lights. Brave, sticking in a trade, waiting for the traffic lights to change, and running trades to 4, 5, 6R. And there was many of these, many of them, out of all the 10 winners and the 1 loss. Where have we gone? There we go. Right, so we are getting that little tap up to the 1 hour, which is what I said might happen. It was about 55% of the way up into our Q zone. So what we'd like to see now is something like this candle, where now that we're tapping in, got a rejection down. Obviously, I'd expect if it comes back above and closes above the Q, then I'd be looking for everything to align for a long. My shorts will be gone out the window. Hypothetically. We are getting a proper good tap into the 1 hour. Okie dokie. So a little tap above the Q. If it's going to go bullish, it would need to close, because otherwise we can get some pretty wicked rejections off that when it wicks up. Not a massive fan of this price action, I have to admit. But we're on Nasdaq, 1 minute time frame. If we're going to go bullish, it's going to have to close above, but this looks like a rejection. It's fighting at the bottom of the hour, and it is stuck in the queue. So we failed to close above the queue. The only annoyance with the signal now is we're in the queue. So I'd really want it to be below here. Because when we were looking at a signal down here, what we wanted was a close above, and what I really liked was it to have been not pushed up so far. Because if it had closed up here and then back under, we'd only be looking at a stop around here. It'd be easy to get to our 1R, to get break even, leave a runner. A signal down here is still fine. It's just obviously with us using the swing, we're going to go quite a bit further. But it's not huge, so it's still okay. And at least what it does do is it does cover the cue. But if we can get a push down, I really want the sell signal. In an ideal world, I really want the sell signal to be below this blue line. See if it's going to close below for this one. See if we're going to get a breakdown. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so still pushing down. It's just toying with us. CL looking good for next hour bullish trade. Emirates, I ain't touching oil with yours. It's only going to take the orange man to wake up and it all goes insane. Okay, so we are getting, so we've had a close below, so our break, we've had a close below the that break candle. So now that we've had a break candle, if we get some volume to push down, we could get a sell signal. Our traffic lights are red, so we are in the realms of a trade. So we're looking for a signal below. Let's have a little look at volume. We do have volume, very unique type of volume bubbles built into the indicator. I don't like leaving it on the live. They're still built in, but I don't like leaving the visual on. There we go. So we're getting some bearish volume, as we'll now see when that jumps on. She'll get a red bubble, see how large that gets. There we go, starting to form. It's whether or not we're going to get a sell signal. And 5 seconds left on this candle. No sell signal yet. Might be at the end. Nope. Damn it. That's the one I would have liked it on, because now I'm going to have a bigger stop. Okay, so here's our sell signal. So got 16 seconds left on that. So stop order below. And what we're looking for, let me just get this marked up right. So we've got 092. $969.75 for TP1. No, I'm talking crap. What is it? Okay, well that's me in. So we had a nice close below our Q. Our 1 hour alpha zone is bearish. Our 4 hour, we're below our 4 hour, we're below our 1 hour, we're below the Q. Be looking to get down into our golden zone. See if we can get a push down. Come on! We waited, we were patient. Might just have a mess around with us first. It's always the way. Take the trades before the live and it's 5 minutes, 4 minutes. 4 red candles, bang. Trade done. Go on the live, 40 minutes. So taking the low of these hours as well, which is a positive. We have rejected off the same point price did here. It's a note. And then the next area is in the golden zone down here, the top of the daily. It's a place to be careful of. Might just run it to the top of the daily. If that's where it's going to come to. Mommy USA, welcome. Yeah, first trade. Z1. Sorry, you would look at trading till before the New York session. I don't really understand your question. I'll be trading live here for a little bit longer. But I wouldn't be trading right up to New York now. Got some work to do on the build. Well, welcome. Your first time on the lives. There's tons of stuff on the YouTube channel. It depends. I don't have a set time other than when I'm on the live, and then I'm looking at what price action's like. Obviously, I'm here from earlier than the live until well after the live, but it's not the only thing I do. So I'll be coding, refining the indicators. So I don't have a set time in that sense. So we're tapping back into our queue. Preferably, this is not what we'd like. We'd like it to a complete reversal from here now. Good price to push right down. Now it's tapped it. Is what I would like to see. Get that to push down below that candle, that would be lovely. But we might have a bit more of the upside yet. No, I don't trade on that, I'm afraid, Mommy. Mommy? I feel weird calling you Mommy. You'd have taken it if the 50 was below the 200. Cool. It's definitely not playing out in as quick as we'd like. We need a real strong push down and get back on track. There you go. Well, thanks for joining us, Mumtaz. Appreciated. Okay, so see if we can get this lower high put in. Come on, I'm going to push down. I want to break candle to the downside. Come on, Naz. So it's in a good place. You really want a little push down now. No, you swine. You swine. Just looking for that close below. I say it all the time. It's the only issue I have with trading this time of day. I love trading this time of day in regards to my lifestyle because it makes it so much easier. It's early in the day for me, I'm fresh. However, if it just goes away from the queue, I'm happy, but when it's around the queue, not so much. I don't find it fun. But it's just tapping around the bottom of the queue. Not missing any other zones, am I? Let's have a look. I often do this. I forget to put some on just to check. We're definitely not tapping around a 4 hour or our dailies. Stick a couple more cues on, just see whether I'm being naive. Oh goodness, a double Q. Okie dokie. Let's turn that off. Let's clean it up a bit. Volume's a little low. ATR's down at 9. It's just shitty price action. Back into our queue. It's not where we want to be. Not where we want to be at all. Well, thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it, Mumtaz. Push down at the end of the candle, at the end of the minute. It's not, it's pushing up. Come on, get back under the queue. At the end of the day, though, we just got to let it play out. I can't really reduce my risk yet with us being up here. If we get back down here, I will likely reduce my risk above here, which is, I'd like that to happen a lot, because that'll take about 30% off the trade. So it'd be good if we could get, it just doesn't want to play ball at the minute, but we really want to close below here. If we can get a break candle down, which is what it looks like at the minute, that white candle. But obviously we are early in the minute. Yep. Yeah. That's what I was worried about. You're not interrupting. That's what the chat's there for. Of course you can ask a question. And right now we're just waiting. Just letting this play out. We're going to stop above here. Entry point here. Target area. The golden zone. But it's not really playing ball at the minute. So we need the Q to hold, obviously, because our stop's just above it. So, but price action isn't great right now for it. But this is why we manage our risk. 1 hour trade, steady amount, not risking too much. Have a look, how close is that other queue? You would like to think that a double queue would hold. But it doesn't feel like it's going to hold right now. It feels like this is on its way back up. But maybe that's just me. So it's not yesterday's queue, it's Friday's queue that is sat right in the middle of here. There. Smack bang in the centre. hold. Okay, so we've got a new hour. So our new 1 hour alpha zone has opened below. So there's our drop. How much weight that's going to hold, I don't know. It's going to push down, not up. It's not a big wick. Come on. Push down. Are you talking about the traffic light to the bottom, or are you talking about an actual double bottom? Because a double bottom it's normally the end of a trend. You normally see it like come down, and then you try to come down again and fail, and then go on, and it's sort of like a W shape. That's what you're referring to, or if you're referring to the traffic lights, then they look at a number of factors: overall trend, higher time frame trends, volume. Okay, so we're getting a break candle down, but we are only, as I said before, we're only 50 seconds into the minute, so it could be a wick, but let's see. Volume picked up slightly, not 30% more. Okay. So we are getting a sell signal. And we have had a break candle down. So what you'll notice, and you may see here, if price comes back up. Oh, my settings right, 1 minute. So we use a stop order, as we mentioned before. So stop order is a way of entering where it will put the order in without entering the trade and wait for price to push from this side to the downside. It's the only way it can go through. It's the only way it will enter the trade. So that would be stop order tapped. If it took the top of this candle before it took the bottom, then the signal will disappear, because that means that you shouldn't be in the trade. It's an invalidation. Okay, wick up into our hour. That's not what we wanted to see. Well, that's me out. What is that? Well, it's me taken out. Aloha shoe. So you were asking about a double bottom, and that is exactly what you got. It was exactly what you got. So we have come above our 1 hour. Broke the high of the previous hour. So we've closed above our Q. Hate trading around the Q. Was there a bit of news then? I know there wasn't official news, but it's 4 minutes past, but that's it. There's a huge candle up for the way the candles have been previously. Yep. Trump did meet. Fucking hell. I knew it, didn't I? Said. Done by the orange man again. He did me the other week. Stupid Trump. What's he tweeted now? Fucking idiot. It's unfortunately the one thing you cannot account for in today's market. That'll be on Truth Social, won't it? I'm not on that piece of shit. Right, so our traffic lights are red again. We are back below our hour. This is an anomaly. There's a good chance we could get a sell signal again now. And a golden candle. Few seconds left on this candle. Let's see. See it closes below. no sell signal yet. And there it is. Right then. Small risk, because I don't trust what Donald's doing. But while we're on, why not? Let's see if Donald can keep his mouth shut for 10 minutes and let me recover that one. He said it's possible he could talk to Iran. Okay. You never know. We live in a crazy world right now. We never know what's going to happen. And you owe me one, Donald. So guys, you can cheer me up after getting done by Donald Trump. Give me a like on the stream. That would help. See if we can get below this low. Let's tap in the same area, but we have just taken that low. So see if we can close below it. So if we get to the daily, I'll be going break even. Trump behaving like my ex. I'm going to leave that right there. He wears less fake tan than my ex. Come on. Come on, Nasdaq. So we've got our daily below us. We've got our Q gap down here, as we mentioned. Let's just extend this now we're over here. So something for us to look at. So it might put in some structure before it goes all the way. Let's hopefully it doesn't. Let's hope it just carries on plummeting. Shouldn't have opened my mouth, should I? A little tap back up. We're not looking to go really far. Get to BE in here. Try and get it pushed down into at least to our 1R. Preferably. See, I started trading after COVID, so I wasn't trading in COVID, so I can't even give you a like even honest answer. I can't even give you a good comparison. Excuse me. Obviously, you can. Take care, Amrit. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Yeah, I don't mind the volatility. It's more the uncertainty, things like that. Like, we were on the right side of the market. These are all good signals. But obviously, you can't account for a tweet, which is frustrating. But see price come down to our daily. See, the interesting thing now is, will it just smash straight through the daily and go on to fill our Q gap as we started to fill it? And it might wait for New York for it, but so we've got no news today other than Orange Man opening his mouth. Push down at the end of the candle, come on. A little bit of a pullback. I'm targeting TP2, I think. I'm going to go BE. I'm going to go BE at the daily. How you doing, Alan? You okay, buddy? Just looking for a short retracement and a carry on down. Rather not to spend loads of time in this. Yeah, I'm fine. A little miffed that Trump just took me out. That wasn't what I was hoping for. Felt like we were on the right side of the trade until he tweeted. But some things you can't account for. Not going down yet. Yeah, it's we found. I thought it had all calmed down a bit. We had this early in the Trump presidency, and it was quite really volatile at the start, and then it just started to, a couple of months, just started to settle back down a little bit, and then the big guns came out. So we're back in that time again. But what can you do? Can only trade with the best knowledge you've got. don't want to be going all the way back up here. I'm going to reduce my risk on that and put it above the Q. Because if it goes back up there, then I don't want to be in it anyway. Just calming down a little bit again. Take the low, come on. ATR's dropping. As things calm down. Come on. Push down. Come on, Nasdaq. $20 seconds. Want to be at the low. Want to be at the low. This candle and break. Stay below here. That would be really helpful. All right, come on. Let's take this low. I really don't want you going back up here. Yeah, not feeling me full of confidence. But, come on. Just check a couple of bits. bit more convincing going down. Come on, let's get a push down. 13 on this. The bottom of the wick, the end of the candle, the end of the time, end of the minute. Come on. Get below this low. Bit of bearish volume. Bottom of that again. Want a nice big push down now. Come on. Morning, mate. How you doing? I was absolutely fine until Donald Trump did this and took me out. But other than that, we're good. We're good. Just need to push down, get us into the daily. Just gonna mess around again, isn't it? Hey. I was hoping to be off by now. See if we can get a push down and get this done. Played game with us this morning. Might have to let this one run in a minute. Testing again. Time to pop down. Time to pop down. See if we can get through this low. It's time for your drop. Just trickling its way. What do we have TP2 at? We had TP2 at 955.50. I think I'm going to go BE and let it run. Yes, Flash Gordon. Flash Golden, sorry. Yes, this is NQ. Well, this was Donald Trump, unfortunately. Gala Grin, if you are on the live, welcome to Max Algo, my friend. Thank you for joining Premium. If you need any help in the Discord, feel free to ask your questions. Watch the videos in WAP, they will help you a lot. You're going to have a great time. Okay, now's our pop. Come on, let's get below this. 25 seconds left. And drop. It's held the same point. We need a solid push through it now, though. Okay, so I'm BE anyway, so what will be now. It's going to shoot up because I've gone BE. What a swine. I fancy us to at least get to our daily. Well in, Flash Golden. Win for you, well done. Don't know you, Flash Golden, so welcome. It's the first time I've seen your name. I'd have remembered that. We're going to go push straight into our daily. It's obviously a area of resistance. They just take me profit at the daily. Are we going to smash through our daily? The thing is, we are pushing through to our Q gap. It's just whether or not the daily's going to hold for a bit beforehand and take the Q gap at New York. Getting a lovely push into our daily, and I think our 1 hour on our other trade was at what, just 55, 56. Feels like it's still got some conviction here. Yeah, a little bit more of a push down. Oh, that was a tick off. Playing silly for price here. Yeah. Gonna take my money. That's me out on that one. It's a win. GG, guys. Did take a loss here. Donald did me like a kipper. But I'll take it. Recovered. Win. I'll take the win. Anybody else take the win? Watch us go fill the gap now. Right, guys. Yes. Alan Flo. That's better. I want to see the W's. Mrs. Sunshine. No. If you want to use them all, then you'll need Pro and the signals and the traffic lights. You'll need 3 indicators. I'm not sure whether 3 allows you 2 or 3. But you can turn the alpha zones on and off, because once you know what state you're on the alpha zones, then you don't need them on. I know I'm bearish. That's it. I can put the alpha zones on. It's the advantage of having them. Where's my... losing my mind. So I can mark my alpha zones on as and when they're formed. And then I could just pop on the signals. And I've got the traffic lights. So, yep, pretty straightforward. You don't have to have all of them on at the same time. Yeah, if it only allows 2, then you'll have to drop off either. You have to drop off the alpha zones. But the good thing about the alpha zones is they are static. So once they're formed, you put them on, then they're there. So that will run until, once the alpha zone's on, you'll know that that'll go till 8 o'clock there. And it'll stay there. That's that done when the next one forms. After the first minute, you can mark it on. You can put it on for your hour, and you know where you are. And you know whether you're bullish or bearish. Your Q zone, you can mark them on. Nice and easy. Anyone else got any other questions before I go? Please do ask. I am happy to answer questions. I didn't see you put a W there, Mrs. Sunshine. Well done. Yeah. Nice to see people winning on the live. Good. Reason we don't over risk though, guys, is because shit like this can happen. That's why we use our risk calculator, which is on the golden candle indicator. I'm glad I got out there. I was just under the 1R, but I'd have been sweating here. And I say sweating, I've only risked the same amount, but I'd be annoyed coming back up here. No? No more questions? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Your stop loss is the swing high of the sell signal and TP1R. That's right, yeah. So you can say here, example, short, stop, order just below, stop loss at the swing high. And for this one, there would be your 1R. Trade setup is perfectly set. TP2 is your 1R. in London, that is exactly how I'm trading it. Rodrigo, thanks for the question. Are you trying big money light in 3 minute? No. The time frame on the big money traffic lights is 5. Anyone else? It was this one, wasn't it? It's a good win though. Pleased with that. I was disappointed when Trump opened his mouth, but it's nice to have got that, pulled that back. Solid trade. If he hadn't have done that, that would have gone on to win as well. Price was trending beautifully all the way. It's only this bit when he tweeted. Other than that, we'd have been on for a barnstormer. Right then, if that's everything, guys, the link is for the indicators. If you do want to have a go on the indicators, Lifetime Max has currently got 40% off, as I said. Click the link, have a look. I'm on the Discord. I'm there to help. Zoo's there to help. We'll walk you through everything. The videos are there as well, documentation, everything. So have a good one. Much appreciate you all spending time with me. And don't forget to subscribe and have a lovely rest of the day. You're welcome.